and the marrow. In other words, where no human being can go, God's Word can go. And it's a two-edged sword because one edge slays the enemies of our hearts, and the other edge is a scalpel that heals those words and thoughts and memories that torment us. So here, let me say this to you. Okay. It doesn't matter if you love Jesus. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you believe in Jesus. It may eternally, but for this sake, it doesn't matter. Do you trust Jesus? I did a funeral for a man who committed suicide. And I talked to this man before he committed suicide, and I would talk to him about the Lord. And every time I talked to him about the Lord, he would cry. And every time I told him what he needed to do, he wouldn't do it. He lived in constant fear. And the family asked me to do his funeral. And I stood at his funeral. And here's what I said about that man. He loved the Lord. He just didn't trust him. And every one of his family knew it was a true statement. He loved the Lord. He'd cry about Jesus. He believed in Jesus. But he doesn't trust him. Here's my question to you. I want you to listen to what I'm saying. When you have a problem, where do you go first? A friend? The web? A credit card? A store? Internally, worry, fear. Where do you go first? It doesn't matter if you love Jesus. It doesn't matter if you believe in Jesus. Do you trust him? Do you trust him with your finances? Do you trust him with your children? Do you trust him with your relationships? Do you trust him with your life? Do you trust him for miracles? Do you trust him to come through and change things? When Karen and I wake up every morning, and we did this wrong, and we almost divorced. So we're not better than anybody. We're not special. But what we learned is the most important issue in our marriage is a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. It's the most important thing. So when I wake up in the morning and when Karen wakes up in the morning, we both have different places in the house where we go, and we have our quiet time, which means we read our Bible. I journal, I read my Bible, and I pray. And it's not a religious experience. I don't pray just to pray. I don't read my Bible just to read my Bible. I need God. I need him to encourage me. I need him to heal me. I've got fears. I've got problems. I've got needs. I've got anxieties every single day. Every day. It doesn't matter how long I've known Jesus. Every day I've got issues that only God can solve. I don't go to a person first thing in the morning. I don't go to the web first thing in the morning. I don't buy something early in the morning to make me feel better. I go to Jesus, and it changes every relationship in my life. Every